Good evening, candidates. I welcome you for this session on, interview, both for IBPS PO, AFO, marketing, and also this our Federal Bank PO. I think many of you will be having interview on 28th, 1st, and all that. I wish all of you best of luck. Now, I will start with a question like, supposing I ask you, or the interviewer asks you, what are your strengths? How will you tell this? Mohit and Rajul need not tell because they were with me today. Others like Sushmita, Sejal, and Aishwarya, you can try it. Aishwarya also, you were with me. Na? Aishwarya Dixit, you were also with me today for interview. Then no need. Skip kar dijiye. And see, here is a fellow who is, some people, is just now coming. Just a minute. Somebody wants to come here. Yeah. Now, how can you address yourself on this question? Sushmita ji, can you tell now? Or you will try tomorrow? No problem. Sejal Chabra, आप बता दीजिए. What are your strengths? Sejal Chabra, can you speak? Am I audible? Sejal Chabra, would you like to speak or not? Sejal. I think Sejal is a peculiar person. She is she or he, I don't know. Or ladka na ladki hai, Sejal? Must be ladki. She na. She has approached me with a request, sir, I want only material, no interview. I said, okay. I just took 305 from her. But still, I said, you please come to my class. You please you participate in my group. No problem. You have the newspaper group also. But still, why she is not talking? Sejal Chabra. Sejal Chabra, आप क्यों बात नहीं करते हैं? कोई बात नहीं. There is no need. Then Vibhuti Sharma. Vibhuti Sharma is also new. And she's the, actually, I was calling Vibhuti as baby of the class. And after that, another baby has come for us. And that is our Sejal Chabra. Sejal Chabra joined after her. Yeah, now any questions you can ask. Otherwise, my question was this, like, say, how will you introduce yourself? Like telling your strengths. Weakness telling, I know it is really tough. You have to tell something which is not directly affecting your main job and for which you are taking steps to overcome them. Okay. Now, please tell who wants to speak. Otherwise, you ask some questions. Yeah.
Yes, sir, may I speak?
Yeah, please speak.
So directly I need to say the strengths, or
No, you can start. I'm not asking self-introduction. Just tell me about your strengths.
Okay, so I believe that I possess very good leadership skills, as I was the class representative in my college days. And I believe that I grasp things very quickly, so I am a quick learner also. And the another thing that I believe that is my strength, that I am very team leader, because in my graduation time I was managing a event frequently, and that helped me gain that skill in me.
See, nice. What you told was not wrong. But if you use the word I believe, and that too 3 times, the impression you are creating in the minds of the listener is that you are not sure about yourself. समझ गया?
Yes, sir.
The reason why believe and all that these words why we are using, it is our habit. People living in certain portion of the part of the countries, we have a habit of using some routine words like actually, basically, frankly, to be frank with you, like these expressions have no meaning at all. So please try to avoid that. And if you say, I believe, I think, you will get low marks or low importance for your statement. Sushmita ji, don't
Okay,
you
sir.
think so? If I am telling you, I believe I am teaching well this class, then how will you feel about it? Finished. So this Sar himself is not sure about the class, then how can we believe him? Correct?
Yes, sir.
So that way, avoid using that believe, otherwise everything was good. But even while talking for that 1 minute also, बीच में आपको अटक गया. आप बाद में ये वीडियो को प्ले करके देखिएगा. In between you had some problem and you could not speak properly. You had to bring some other word which may or may not fit into that position. ऐसा कभी हो जाते हैं. ऐसा
Mm.
नहीं होने के लिए क्या करना है? Please prepare for question about yourself, about your native place, about your family, about your college, about why you chose this subject, about your strengths, about why we should select you, about what are the qualities you have for this job. 10 questions, standard question out of that is the what I can tell you. Question paper leak ho gaya. So out of these questions, only one, two or three questions will be asked. So please, and also the job role. Job role. I have been showing you that sheet, that Federal Bank sheet. But उतना बोलने से
Role of
तो
a probationary officer, sir,
हाँ,
right?
या रोल ऑफ प्रोबेशन ऑफिसर, उतना बोलने से तो उनको भी बोर लग जाएगा, आपको भी बोर लग जाएगा. उसके लिए थोड़ा briefly prepare कर दो. Many of you may be thinking why I am not making it brief, why I am not putting it in writing, because if I put it, you will not come to me. Understand?
Yes, sir. And sir,
Yeah.
sir, my speed of talking is correct. Like I need to slow down more.
No. You are not speaking fast. So, on the contrary, I was thinking perhaps you were slightly slower in some places. Maybe because I am expecting it slightly faster. Doesn't matter. Sushmita,
Okay,
you did well. You did well. Only thing is that word believe, I'm not happy with that.
okay, sir.
Honestly, I have no definite idea to say that word should not be used or not. But even otherwise, when somebody is talking to us, if he uses the word believe and all, we have low impression about him. Okay, good, very good. Now you can ask questions. Sejal Chabra, आपका इंटरनेट ठीक हो गया अभी? आपका माइक ठीक हो गया?
Sir,
Yeah, Sejal Chabra, yeah, Mr. Rajul, tell me.
sir, on the weaknesses part, can we just describe it like that? Okay, my weaknesses are that I tend to spend very less time with my friends and families because I'm always working on myself. And my another weakness is that I tend to spend more time on the things that are not important because I tend to do everything with perfection.
The second thing is not required. See, now your perfection is okay. Second point you were telling is that, say,
So that I tend to spend more time than
on
necessary on
unnecessary
things.
thing, on unnecessary things, कुछ बात
No, no,
बोला.
no. The more time on things.
Unimportant things.
Yes, yes, yes.
Aisa, unimportant word should not come here. Whatever we are talking is important. Whatever we are doing is important.
Okay. So
Okay,
first one. So first weakness is fine, sir. That
but
I don't
that is
spend
okay.
more time.
Because I am sort of more addicted to work.
Right.
You shouldn't use somewhat The words like somewhat should not be used.
Okay,
Since
sir.
I am addicted to work, I am getting less time to mix up with my family people and also friends. I am trying to make myself, I am aware of that. I am trying to see that I allocate some more time for family and also the friends also, and also for friends. You can tell
Right,
like
sir.
this. That is okay.
Right, sir.
But this only says that you are an workaholic. But they will
Work.
say if they want to counter, Federal Bank they won't do it because they don't have time. If it is IBPS PO interview, they will counter by asking, no, we want only people who are willing to work more and more for us. Why should you concentrate on family? They will ask, huh? So that is the way question will go. Don't worry. I agree with whatever you have said. Okay,
Okay, sir.
good. Now, anybody else? Any questions? Please ask. Vibhuti
Sir,
Sharma.
kindly
Yeah.
give us more highlights
Yes,
about
sir.
weakness part.
Weakness
Like
part. I am
what
weak.
we can
I,
say furthermore.
I am weak in telling that because there are no definite answers for each one. It will differ. What is weakness for one may not be weakness for other. And whatever terms you are getting coined and are going to speak there, it can be seen through by the interviewers. They can easily find out you have mugged up something and you have come. Instead, आप अपने बारे में फील करके बात करना है. By honestly tell me what is your weakness, Mohit.
Sir,
Mohit.
over analytical at work sometime and procrastination. But I am currently working on procrastination by putting reading into my hobbies. Yeah, sir, that's it.
Oh, you want to say that you are spending more time on YouTube and say, uh, what is that, Facebook and other things. You are reducing the
No,
time.
sir. No, sir. It's I am very over analytical in nature that if I take a work to do, so I will research it further more and more and more, which is not like necessary sometimes.
What
And
is
if you talk
what is your number? The cell phone number, first 5 numbers.
862 888.
1 minute. 862 888. Anji.
Yes, sir.
अरे भाई यू आर फार बेटर बाबा. आपने तो हमसे पूछा इमीडिएटली आपने पैसा जमा दे दिया. देन आई सेंट इट एंड एवरीथिंग ओवर. अभी अभी चलता है कोई with one person. I think has he joined here? I don't know. He asked, sir, can you reduce it by some money? Okay, he is requesting. I said, okay. Then he asked, sir, can I have class at this time and this time, this date and this time? Please confirm. Then I will remit. उसका बाद में उन्होंने remit किया. अभी तक ये आया नहीं. अभी आ रहा है. Yeah, just now coming in. So you are far better than those guys. So okay, if you want to say it for interview purposes, you can say. No problem.
Okay, sir.
Mohit,
Thank you.
but I felt you suffer from lack of confidence.
Okay, sir.
That was my estimation or perception of you, especially because when you came for the interview, you said, sir, please don't put my video online. Correct?
Yeah, sir.
So I have not put it. So, but then, and your participation was not bad, but still in your own mind, you feel that maybe others will make fun of me, others will laugh at me. This sort of a feeling is what is making you to underrate yourself. That is my perception. Maybe friends, your friends can tell you. For example,
Yeah.
Vibhuti, please tell
Yes, sir.
me what is the weakness of Mohit Sharma? He will not scold you. He will not hit you. Can you guarantee that, Mohit? Are you willing to take feedback?
Yes, sir. Sure.
Yeah. Vibhuti.
So as of now, I mean, I haven't much interacted with Mohit, So all I can say is that, like based on your experience, what you saw in Mohit, that he has lack of confidence because he wasn't willing to share the recorded video on the YouTube. So I think it's the lack of confidence, maybe.
So you are concurring with me. Oh, you are very clever girl.
Yes.
Vibhuti is a very clever girl. You are not willing to see how
That's
nicely.
the candidate they want, sir.
This type of candidate only they want Federal Bank because they want what I can tell you, diplomatic candidates. She is very diplomatic. Best wishes, Vibhuti. You did well.
Thank you, sir. So
Now,
actually, I was just honest. I really cannot point out any
look,
weakness as of now,
yeah,
as much as I have interacted
and
with Mohit.
and even after asking, I myself felt for a boy who was hesitant to tell about his video, I am putting something very deep question about him openly. It is not right. In my view, it is not right. But in this type of groups, we try to learn from experience. So nothing wrong. Mohit, you are a bright candidate. Mohit,
Yeah,
Rajul,
sir.
Mohit, Rajul, you are all, if I am not wrong, in the top 20 of hundreds. But Bhagwan ka haath mein hai. If he decides, he will take. Otherwise, he will not be taking. It all depends on luck, especially Federal Bank. 80%, 70% luck, 30% merit. If you go through the questions, you will know. Some people get it very easy questions. Some people get very tough questions. Yeah. Now, at random, let me ask you some question. What are the products a bank sells? This is an open question for everybody. What are the products a bank sells? Of course, Federal Bank people will
Sir,
talk from Federal Bank angle. Others can speak from their bank angle. Yeah.
sir, the products that the bank sells comes in the para banking. The bank sells various products. For example, the insurances and also the home loans, and it also issues interests on the like recurring deposits and the fixed deposits.
You don't have to
Any
sell.
day.
You have to say about your interest. You can say recurring deposit is a product, fixed deposit is a product. They want only the name of the product here at this
Yes, sir.
stage. If they want, they will ask you to explain about it. But
Yes,
you
sir.
have not covered the question fully, Rajul.
Okay.
Now, others, please try.
Sir,
Oth-
may I
yeah,
try, sir?
yeah.
Sir, I guess there are many
I
products
guess.
which a bank can.
Listen, I
No, sir,
said
sir.
guess क्यों बोला? Guess बोल नहीं बोलना.
Okay, sir.
समझ
So
गया?
bank,
The
yes, sir, yes,
word
sir.
guess need not come. Come on.
Yes, sir. The bank will give you products like the first one are the operational products, which consider the accounts, which have Raju has mentioned, like deposit account, the savings account, the current account, the recurring accounts. The second one are the parabanking products, which include uh, the mutual funds, the investment portfolios, management, the wealth management, and the insurances. And third are the digital products, which like the Federal Bank has given the Fed mobile app, plus the Fed mutual products, in which you can digitalize everything on your hand. And the fourth one are the ATM products, which the automatic teller machines, which can give you the money, which can offer you the deposits and the addition of money in the account. Thank you, sir. That's
Okay. Good. Anybody else?
So one question.
Yeah.
It's a very silly question. Are credit cards and debit cards also a product of the
Yeah.
bank?
You can mention about the credit cards they are issuing.
And sir, also
Debit-
will they ask about there are three types of credit card that the Federal
Ah.
Bank they have very unique names, sir, like I
Yeah,
don't know.
that day we were discussing some I will show it to you online.
Celesta, Imperia, and Signet.
Correct,
Yeah,
correct.
that. We have to
Celesta.
remember those names, sir.
Yeah. There is no other
Calista.
go. You have to remember the names. Yeah. There
Okay.
is no other go. There is no other go. But whenever I read with a view not to retain in my mind. So कुछ भी मन में नहीं होता है. So आप लोग ऐसा नहीं करना चाहिए. You must read with a view that you are remembering things. Whatever we are discussing here, you must read with that in your mind. These are the credit cards. Celesta, Imperio,
Signet.
Signet or Signet. I don't know. I think all these terms are Greek terms or kya pata nahi. And the one interesting aspect of that is they are issuing in Visa cards, they are issuing in Master cards, and in RuPay cards, they are issuing only Signet.
Okay.
Yeah, but they won't ask you to tell in detail about it, but tell at least I know they are issuing Visa, MasterCard, RuPay cards. And there are 3 names for them, Celesta, Senate, and then what is the other one? What is the other one? Second one, Imperio. Like that, you must be able to tell. Okay. But above
Yes,
all,
sir.
one more thing is they are offering it free. I think before leaving for Canada, I think it's better I take one card and go. It's a limited period of good. That's good.
Yeah.
Next.
Excuse me,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
Like I just remembered, like I was a little confused between some things. Sir, I prepared for the products of the bank. So the products that I remembered was, so retail banking and wholesale banking. Can these be included?
Yeah. In some notes, it has been given like that.
Yes, sir.
In
Retail
some
banking,
notes.
wholesale banking, finance and insurance, and investment banking, and debit and credit cards, and wealth management, and so on, and mortgage loans as well.
In one material they have given, which it
Yes,
is
sir.
already in with you.
These are also right, sir, right?
Correct. You can analyze from that angle also. Correct. Otherwise, the answer that I gave only deposit advances. In case you want to tell about advances, you have to tell about various products like agriculture loan, education loan, housing loan, then infrastructure loan, then renewable energy loan, MSME loan, SHG loan, like that you have to tell. Apart from gold loan, and then loan against deposit, or vehicle loan, or site, that is a car loan, that also you must be able to tell. Okay,
Yes, sir.
good. Now, anybody else, any other questions you would like to ask? Come on.
Sir,
Yeah, tell.
recently I was just going through the news of the federal bank, like in one website. I was just surfing, and sir, it was mentioned that the federal bank won the Bank of the Year Award 2023.
They have won. Yeah. Bank
Yeah,
of
so
the
we can
Year award
also
given
mention
by
that
the banker. Given by the banker.
the banker.
The banker. The name of the organization
Yeah.
that has given that is the banker. That can be seen here. I am showing it to you. I am going to About Us. I have to show you this. I am
Yes, sir.
going to About Us, and About Us under Awards. Under Awards 22-23. This one, latest one. Under that, this is coming Bank of the Year Award.
Yeah, right. So this is a big achievement for them.
This is the big one. And then top 10 large India's best workplaces for women. Top
Right, sir.
50 large India's best workplaces for millennials. Then Economic Times Future Ready Organization Award. जितना याद रख सकते हैं जी, that's a problem. कितना याद रख सकते हैं. So the point is 3 or 4 you remember, and so that one you can tell in one answer, another one you can tell in another answer also.
Yeah,
Don't
right,
tell
sir.
do not tell everything in one answer itself, because the same question will be put to you like, what do you know about Federal Bank?
Right, sir.
Why do you want to join Federal Bank? What is the speciality of Federal Bank? What makes you think this is a good place for you to work? Arey Baba, same answer for all the 4 questions. This is
Right, sir.
similar to what are your strengths? Why we should select you? What makes you think you are suitable for what? All these things will have only one answer, namely your strength, put in different words. Could you follow?
Yes, sir.
So please remember that. Can we go through key personnel with our Federal Bank? Key
Shyam
person,
Srinivasan ji.
yeah, Mr. Shyam Srinivasan, then Mr. A.P. Hota is part-time chairman, independent director. Apart from that, remember 2 directors. One is Varsha Puramdare, because she is a lady. Then our Siddharth Sengupta. At least 2 names. Now, if you ask me, sir, if they ask 3 directors what I should do, nothing. We can't do anything, but at least remember the 4. Similarly, the executive director, Shalini Warrior, I remember this person's name, but ये नाम याद रखना बहुत मुश्किल होता है. हर्ष डुगार. Harsh Dugar. This also we can remember. Yeah. Then milestones, Federal Bank Hormis Memorial Foundation, corporate social responsibility, business philosophy, credit rating, then our milestones like that. Okay, fine. See, anyhow, the discussion will go on around about what do you know about NRI deposits? Supposing a question like that comes, how will you take it up? Have you heard of NRI deposits? What is NRI deposits? Please tell about that. Kaustav
Yes.
Sarkar, you are appearing for
Sir,
AFO
the
or
money
IB?
that the non-residents of India send from the another country to the account in India, they are the NRI deposits.
Correct. NRE. Non-resident external. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Non-resident external is that, an account opened with foreign currency. Whatever remittances are made into the account must be in terms of foreign currency. Local credits cannot be done. Local credits are allowed in an account known as non-resident ordinary account.
Yeah, yeah,
But the only problem is in the case of non-resident ordinary account, even if 10 rupees interest is paid per year, they have to deduct 3 rupees out of that 30% and remit to income tax. Later on, we can get it refunded. That's a different issue. Could you follow? So,
yes,
and
sir.
in the case of NRIs, whatever income that is received in India is subject to 30% income tax.
Oh,
This
okay,
is
okay.
this is similar to supposing in YouTube, I do get some 78,000 rupees once in 2 or 3 months. They will deduct the 30% only and remit the balance. Supposing you give an $80, $100, they will deduct 30% of that balance only. That every government is doing like that. For
Regardless of the money, like if you are earning $10, they will take $3.
yeah, 100%. But they won't make payment of $10. They would make payment only after
Of
that
7.
comes to $100.
Okay,
So
okay.
once it comes to $100, after that 10%, sorry, 30% they will deduct. And they say they will give some certificate and all. Using that, we can claim refund. Also useless. That's not required. Yeah.
Sir, I had a little doubt.
Mm.
Sir, the information that the booklet you provided us, so in it, the net profit of Federal Bank is mentioned 1,007 CR, right?
Correct. But in
Sir,
some other place, I think it is given as
no, 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 no.
1,000.
That is not my question, sir. That I can just round off and say like around 1,000 CR. But sir, my question is, sir, is this profit mentioned for last quarter or for last entire financial
Only
year?
last quarter.
Okay,
3 months.
okay, last quarter. Okay, sir.
3 months only.
Okay, sir. No problem.
Only for the 3 months. And it seems they have claimed that this is the highest quarterly profit the bank has earned so far.
Okay, sir.
That is a point to be remembered. Correct?
Right, sir.
Good. Anybody else? Any question that comes to you? Any other question? Today, I
I
think,
have a question.
yeah, I have not given
Sir,
any updates and all because it is not being given by them on Sundays. So if it comes on Monday, I will post it immediately. Yeah, tell me.
sir, are there any? I'm actually very scared about the technical part. I will be. I'll manage the personal question, but about the technical part, I'm very scared. So, are there any topics that you would recommend to not touch and waste our time on because the time is very limited to
Yeah,
prepare for the interview?
I know. See, the basic questions are, let me tell you, the questions revolve around this only. First is about yourself, about your family, about your native place. When they ask about native place, sometimes they ask, what is the crops grown? What are the industries there in your area? Who are the famous? Sometimes the same Federal Bank they have asked, what is the importance of your place? So like that, they will put some question. So you must be able to manage to answer that question. After that, they will get into which bank you are having account. About that bank chairman only they ask. And some very rarely they used to ask what is the difference between that public sector bank and this bank. So this type of a discussion will go on. And after that, they will ask you, so tell me what is CASA, what is FARA, that is fixed deposit and recurring deposit. Then they will ask this question, what are the various loan products we are giving? What are the various say deposit products we are giving? What do you know about demat account? And what is the core banking solution? What is meant by CTS? Earlier, they were very fond of NEFT, RTGS, and all that. And are you willing to be posted anywhere in India? You are a single girl child. Will your parent permit you to go away from your native place? So some such routine questions they will ask, and about your hobbies. And most they are very fond of the question, what are the achievements made by you in your college days? What are the projects you have done during your final years? What are the occasions you have shown your leadership style? What are the sources where you have demonstrated your marketing skills? Do you know this is a marketing job? Will you fit into this? This type of question. Now, I have revealed you 60% of the question paper. There cannot be an interview without covering all these points. This is an interview. Could you follow? And
Yes.
subsequently, they will ask like some situation based question. How are you going to manage when your manager is shouting at you and the customer is also shouting at you? What you will do? And some silly question, whatever answer you give is correct, but you give with confidence. Very
Sir, also sales pitch.
rarely in IBPS PO they ask a question, what will you do when there is no current in the bank all through the day? What we will do, we will close and sit. That's all. But you can't speak. You cannot speak that in the interview. So for you, but they are asking such questions, useless questions. But we have to manage to answer them. Now, yeah, I have covered more or less sufficient questions. And after that comes, these are all the favorite questions. What is a bank? What are the para banking services done by banks? Why banks are doing para banking? what is universal banking, then what are the sources of income for the bank, then what is as agriculture advance, what is a Kisan credit card, what are the, say, how will you process a gold loan, what factors you will look into while processing car loan, housing loan. Supposing you are the officer of my branch, I want you to bring 15 SB accounts within next 15 days. How will you go about doing this? I want you to bring 2 lakhs premium within the next 30 days. What are you going to do? This type of silly questions they will ask. And for all that, you must try to find out some suitable answer and then speak out. Samajh gaya? This is what the interview is all about. Because your interviews are going to be conducted by existing managers, say, who are working in the counters. And that too, it happened in Pondicherry University. One day, 2 people came. They were all asking very simple questions like, what is your name? What is your father's name? What is your village name? Why are you coming like this? What is this personal questions? No banking, nothing and all. Second day, a new set of 2 people came, and those people started asking more about banking. It all depends on your luck, because they cannot take a manager from a branch for a long time. They send occasionally like this side, that side, they send. And so you get different sets of people. It all depends on your luck. But wherever you go, the question will be within the 260 pages. It cannot be away from that. That because they, of course, very rarely they do come out with some new type of questions. And when it is reported to me, I get it recorded. See, they ask like this silly questions. What you like most about Calicut? What is this? Hmm? Everybody will like his native place. What is it you like most means what can I tell? Then very rarely they ask these questions. When were the banks nationalized? 1969 July, 14 banks were nationalized, which had a deposit of rupees 50 crore. And subsequently, in the year 1980, it was made as 200 crore limit. And those banks which had 200 crore and above, 6 banks were nationalized. Now, you must understand the deposit position of all the scheduled commercial banks is more than 2 crores. 2 crore. And advances are 1.7 crore. That much is the position of the money. That's why we were discussing one day about how money has no value at all. Like, for example, I used to tell the exam comparison. When I joined the bank, I was getting 329 rupees salary as a clerk. The same salary today, he is getting around 40,000 plus. When I joined the bank, the officers were getting 500 rupees salary. Now officer salary is somewhere around 60,000 plus. Now with revision, it will go up. So you can imagine, when I retire, I got 20K. Now I get pension itself 44K. So you can understand what is the relevance of money. Money has no value at all. That is inflation. Okay. Now this is another favorite question of theirs. So when will repo rate be raised or lowered? How Reserve Bank is taking care of it? This was very much in use about how many 16 months back and all, when the rates were all going up, coming down, and all that inflation. But now that has lost its relevance. because in January, the inflation is said to be only 5.38%. And this GDP increase and all, different people tell different things, some 6.75, some say 6.5 and all that. That is, and invariably they will be asking questions relating to something that has happened in the recent past. Like, can you tell me the name of a famous lawyer who has died recently? Yes, please. Can you tell me the name of famous lawyer? His name is Fali S. Nariman. His name is F. Nariman, Nori. Very famous man, you may not know. He lived up to 95 years. His name is Fali Sam Nariman. I'm showing it to you. But they may not have time to ask such questions and all. But this will be useful for our IBPS PO candidates. Very great gentleman. Oh, Baba. Very great gentleman. He was born in 1929 in Rangoon, Burma province. And he studied in University of Mumbai. He was a senior advocate and jurist. Yeah. So this is and one more person also died, famous person. I think it would have come in our current affairs snippets. Current affairs snippets, I think it must have come on yesterday's date. No? As anybody saw that current affairs snippets? This is this current affairs snippets. And as I told you, current affairs snippets, the first date of February is what is having current affairs. I think obituary Karnataka cricketer K. Hoysala passes away. Former Lok Sabha Speaker Manohar Joshi. Anybody from Maharashtra? Because he was a Maharashtra Chief Minister also. He died. Then Germany's Andrews Brechme World Cup winning goal scorer. There is one more day. I think it would have come in this day. Of course, they don't have time to ask such things. Yeah. I saw in one newspaper 2-3 days back. Which date has he died? It was given, no? Somewhere he died about 2-3 days back. Doesn't matter. Any other questions you would like to ask? Now, if I go through this, now let us go to page number 40. I am getting 40 is not coming. Yeah, what is this? 98. No. 53 is coming. Please go through these pages questions. Our what is that name? Vibhuti Sharma
Yes, sir.
Boliye. Please read.
There were two male interviewers. Tell me about yourself, about Puducherry, your favorite subject in commerce, why people switching to online banking, pros and cons, CRR, SLR, what are the uncertainties that can be happened in bank, about family, inflation and its rate, how RBI could control inflation if bank don't get a loan from RBI, how many districts in Tamil Nadu finance minister, have you visited Federal Bank, where you having your bank account, what you saw in Federal Bank, what is the difference you could see in your bank and Federal Bank, how you want to see yourself I'm in next 5 years, what made you to choose banking, anyone in your family is a banker, will you relocate? uh, they were very friendly and I came over my fear with the help of Samba Sivan sir. Thank you so much, sir, for your guidance. Interview was about 20 minutes. current ratio. No, they asked about how RBI control if bank don't borrow money from RBI. Demonetization will not work. Reverse repo rate.
Yeah. So these are the things. Here, I think we can take up this question. Why people are switching to online banking, pros and cons. About online banking, pros and cons. Who can answer this? Come on, please answer. What is the pros and cons of online banking? Just a minute.
Sir, the pros.
Just a minute. 1 minute. Hello. No problem. Tell me. I'm in a class only. Tell me. Which when are you having your interview? 27th. तब तो tomorrow सुबह सुबह 6:45 आप आ जाइए ना 6 or 7 o'clock. Morning 7 o'clock. ठीक है? You no, you can text me or you can call me like this. We can talk over the phone also. If necessary, we can go to Zoom. Thank you. Yeah, this one girl, she has been having postponing interview after other, and now her interview is going to be on 27th. Yeah. Now somebody wanted to tell something, pros and cons.
So the pros of the online banking is that it makes the banking very much convenient, and we don't have to visit the branch for the normal banking services. And so another pro of it is that it is very less time consuming, so that saves a lot of time for the people, and they can focus on other works as well. And so the cons of the online banking would be that there are high risk of fraudulent activities, and so also not everyone can use the online banking, as the person who is technologically sound can have access to it.
Good. The way they are committing frauds, even educated people can be put into this thing. Say
Phishing.
they can. In fact, one candidate, Shufagi or that from Chandigarh, she was telling that she was working in State Bank of India as an intern, and she was helping the victims of the scams. And it seems the customer relied on the phone call and gave all the details for what is that KYC formalities and lost his money to an
Yes.
extent of 1 lakh.
This is called phishing, sir, right? Phishing.
Yeah, phishing, correct. Phishing. Now you can read this. Please read ChatGPT pros and cons. Are you seeing on the screen? Excuse me.
Yes,
Are
sir.
you? Yeah, please read quickly on pros.
Pros: convenience, 24/7 access. Online banking allows you to access all your accounts and perform transactions at any time, providing flexibility to manage your finances at your convenience. Remote access, you can manage your finances from anywhere with an internet connection, reducing the need to visit the physical branch. Time saving, faster transactions. Online transactions are generally processed more quickly than the traditional methods, saving for both customer and the bank. Automated services, online banking often offers automated services for bill payments, fund transfers, and other transactions, save time and effort. Cost savings, reduced fees. Online banks may have lower the operating costs, leading to reduced fees for various services compared to the traditional banks. Paperless transactions, online banking promotes paperless transactions, saving costs associated with printing and postage. Access to information, real-time account information. Online banking provides real-time access to account balances, transaction history, and other financial information. Account alerts. A customer can set up alerts for various account activities, helping them to stay informed about their financial status. Security measures, authentication and encryption. Online banking platforms implement advanced security measures such as two factor authentication and data encryption to protect customer information. Transaction monitoring. A bank often employ advanced systems to monitor transactions for suspicious activity, enhancing security. And the cons are security concerns, cybersecurity risks. Online banking is susceptible to cybersecurity threats such as phishing, malware, and hacking, which can compromise sensitive information. Identity theft. There is a risk of identity theft if personal information is accessed by unauthorized individuals. Technological issues. System downtime. Online banking platforms may experience downtime due to maintenance or technical issues, temporarily restricting access to the accounts. User errors. Customers may make mistakes during online transactions, leading to potential financial errors. Limited services. Cash transactions. Online banking may not facilitate a certain transactions, such as depositing or withdrawing large amount of cash, which may require physical bank visits. Face-to-face assistance. Some customers prefer face-to-face interaction for complex financial matters, which may be limited with online banking. Dependence on technology. Technological barriers. Some individuals, particularly older and less tech-savvy users, may find it challenging to adapt to the online banking platforms. Internet resilience, uh, reliance. Access to online banking is contingent on a stable internet connection, and disruptions may hinder financial management. Fraud and scams. Phishing. Customers may fall victim to phishing scams where attackers attempt to trick them into revealing sensitive information. Unauthorized access. Despite security measures, there is always a risk of unauthorized access to the account, leading to potential fraud. It is important for users to weigh these pros and cons based on their individual preferences, needs, and comfort level with technology to determine if online banking is right for them.
Yeah. So actually nowadays this phishing is done in respect of other areas also. Today I was reading about an article, say a television mechanic comes for repairing of the television and installs a small camera and goes away and gets other details of our persons recorded in it, and that he was caught after some time and then put into task. So that type of risk also is there, everywhere. So one has to be very careful. Very good. Anything else? 9:23. I think we can have one more question. One more question. Anybody can answer?
Sir, can you just provide right words to describe, like, if they ask that what is bank? So, like, that is quite an unexpected question, and like,
No. Bank is a financial institution which accepts deposits from the public
कितना इसको explain करना है, मतलब how
and
much we have to explain?
make advances. That's all. This is
Uh,
bank. इतना ही. This is
and sir,
the
we have to keep our
this is the
answers short,
this is
short
the
and precise.
yeah. This is the definition given under Banking Regulation Act itself.
Right, sir.
Banking is an institution which accepts deposits from the public and makes advances. If you stop with that, they will ask you what are the other ancillary services rendered by banks. Banks do bank assurance services, then mutual fund collections, provision of lockers, and wealth management advisory services. Bank assurance means banks will enter into a memorandum of understanding with insurance companies, and using the data available with them, they will try to canvass for various insurance policies, and for that, the bank will be getting commission. Same thing applies to mutual fund for their different products.
Sir, for the
Wealth management advisory services means people who have funds over 30 lakhs and above, their accounts are being separately looked after by bank relationship officers who will be keeping in touch with you personally through their phone call or WhatsApp number, and they will give suggestions to you regarding investment opportunities. And for giving such advices, banks do charge some commission. Yeah, next question.
Sir, could you please tell us about point number 6? What are the uncertainties that can be happened in bank?
What are the uncertainties means, for example, suddenly say power goes off and all our systems also don't work. System is not working. So the bank
Okay.
cannot give any cash and take cash, cannot take cash, cannot pay cash. Uncertainties means, for example, this these things I don't anticipate. For example, in ATMs also money being not there, power being not there.
Sir, also like a big fraud like Nirav Modi and Kingfisher had did like that kind of uncertainty as well. That can put bank in crisis.
Yeah, that can put a bank in crisis. And also sometimes when a rumor spreads out in the market about a bad name of a bank, suddenly
Right.
everybody will come to start and withdraw money. That is
Yeah,
known
right,
as
sir.
a run on banks. That is known as a run on banks.
Recently,
Today,
sir,
in
there was a bank who that crashed and the people's money was gone. Like, do you remember like 3 4 years ago? What bank was that?
So I guess yes,
Yes,
bank.
bank. Yes, bank.
Yes Bank,
Yes.
no, Yes Bank was in problem, but subsequently,
No, sir,
it,
not Yes Bank. It was some other bank. Like I cannot remember the name.
mm,
Bahara Bank. I don't know. I
no,
don't.
no, PMC,
Oh yes,
PMC
yes,
Bank,
yes.
PMC Bank. I think it could not be
Recovered.
revived. I don't know what
Yes.
has happened to that. Punjab Maharashtra Cooperative Bank,
Yes, yes, sir. That one. That one.
Punjab Maharashtra,
Maharashtra.
because so far bank government has not allowed any scheduled commercial banks to go on liquidation.
Sir,
So
was that
for the last 30, 40 years, they have not allowed any bank to go on liquidation. They have been asking other banks to take over.
okay? Okay. Sir, was not PMC under RBI?
PMC position, I don't know. Current Maharashtra people must tell me. Anybody from
No.
Maharashtra? No,
Okay,
no.
okay.
But I think it has not been fully allowed to go on liquidation because one, what is that bank? One Unity, some small finance bank that has taken over that.
Okay, okay, sir.
PMC bank crisis, if we put like this. So, but in at the same time, after that, there were 2 or 3 cooperative banks which were allowed to go on liquidation. Yeah,
Right, sir.
the PMC bank is there, but I think this small finance bank has taken over. Otherwise, huge fund loss would have been there for customers.
And also, sir, that Paytm Payments Bank came under the policies of the RBI, right?
Now, but I think there will not be a problem. They are trying to change their arrangement with other banks so
Yes, sir.
that
Some of the banks have agreed also, like upon
so the transactions
third
will go
party.
on. Thank you so much. Best wishes. I'll stop with this tomorrow evening. No class because I have to go for puja and there will be no class. I may be having some interviews from 3:30 or so. Some of you want, you can observe that. Thank you so much. Best
Sir, I have a
wishes.
doubt,
Sir,
sir.
Yeah,
So,
sir,
should we learn about ratios?
that it all depends on luck. Yes, I will say yes.
Okay, sir. So, any particular
sir,
relation to it, like any particular ratios? Because there are a lot of ratios.
No, no.
Just
You look.
learn bank profitability ratio to its like losses
No,
and
no, no,
profitability.
no. Current ratio, quick ratio, then leverage ratio, some leverage ratios, then debt service coverage ratio. Some of these ratios. Then they also ask about what is given in the first page. It's um, that also. What is that?
GNPA and NPA.
Yeah, no, that is right. Mm, See, the problem is you people are not free during daytime, and I am not able to take the class also for you. So this type of ratio, return on assets, return on equity, GNPA ratio, NNPA ratio, how it is arrived. This type of questions can be asked. Thank you.
Okay, sir.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Bye bye. Tomorrow, no class.